Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I actually have been in an absolutely lovely mood when it comes to all this type of restocks, when it comes to people getting stock, when it comes to God of War consoles, when it comes to pretty much everything out there, because this just goes to show that stock is pretty much everywhere. We love seeing stock, we love seeing movement, love just seeing everything in a lot of big places such as Target, GameStop, especially, which we're going to probably prioritize in the two because we've had a lot of people mention it and talk about it, have been having stock everywhere. Now, there's also a few little online stock as well, and it kind of just seems like this God of War drop has been going phenomenal. Now, we were kind of prepping this up throughout the past week or so, and we've been telling everyone, like, hey, you know, it's God of War, it's going to be one of the biggest games out there. Sony sold like 20 plus million units before on the very first game. They're gonna be prepared, they're gonna be good, and at the end of the day, it actually seems like they have been doing awesome. Like, I have to give like Sony a little bit of a pat on the back over here. And as well, if any of you guys have been still looking for your consoles, like these next few days, probably next, I'd say hopefully this next like month, for anyone who's like super hardcore and trying to get their consoles all the time, etc., or trying to help their friends, or trying to help themselves, or for Christmas presents, and moms, dad, uncles, grandpas, whatever it may be, we want them to go and be happy, and we want them to go get some good old stock. So I don't know. Let's go and talk about it, because there is still some things I kind of want to show some success stories and kind of give you guys reassurances and tell you guys like literally go and get some stock. So make sure you guys are also subscribed with the notifications on. It's super easy. Just press the good old button over there, put on the notifications for a chance to win a PS5 and Xbox, or just $500 cash. You get to go and pick. We also have the Twitter and Twitch streams down below for the bonus entries. We also have been seeing some good Amazon news too as well. So please make sure you guys use the brand new Amazon sign up links in case you guys do want some consoles, or if you guys don't check up in stores. This will be a little bit more of an in-store focus. We'll have like a general restock drop play tomorrow too as well. Make sure you use those links, and same with Target. We've been seeing a lot of Target stuff floating around. So very first and foremost, today we have seen loads of people, and I mean loads. I've seen so many people tweet at me today. I've had YouTube comments everywhere. I have had nice comments, and I'm sure if I was streaming up on Twitch, we'd have a lot of good folks as well. But a lot of people have gotten their God of War bundles. Like, we're seeing stuff even up on Reddit where we're seeing things like this magical thing where it's finally the day has come. And it does kind of seem like Sony has finally done something right. Now, ever since the Horizon bundle started coming out a few months ago, I feel like everything's been a little bit more seamless and more like efficient, more chill, more nice, more vibey, whatever words you guys want to go and call it. Now, as we go and look at this, it kind of makes me happy. Like, I like seeing this stuff because Sony's doing something right. There's a huge influx of stock. A lot of locations are kind of prevalent in stock. And I think a big issue was that, like, let's say you have a PlayStation console and there's like 5 or 10 of them in a store, they're probably going to get sold out. But if you wait a little bit and you kind of work in advance and you can maybe work and buy a few more consoles with the God of War bundle, because they're also making money off the God of War bundle, then guess what? These stores can maybe go and have like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 stocker as well, and then they can go and just do great. Like, they can have a really, really good time. And I love to see this. I love seeing the vibe. I love seeing all this type of stuff. And Sony did a really good thing because a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, are happy with this. So we've had a chance to discuss some of these places too, but it seems like a lot of stores are also still holding in stock. So it's like a mixture of like letting you guys know where stock is, but also giving Sony some pat in the backs. Like we've been seeing and show this stuff up before, even for yesterday, is that God of War bundles were just prevalent everywhere. And even now, if you guys want to go and check your GameStop store like today or tomorrow, depending on what time zone you guys are in. I mean, some people on the East Coast might be a little bit too late, but we were seeing loads of people getting their GameStop bundles. And there's also even GameStop bundles online. I had a chance to tweet about those. And even going through my analytics, a lot of people had a chance to get them, receive them, and buy them. And it was really, really good. It was really, 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 really good. And it was easy too. It was like up for a long time. Some of these drops might still even have stock online. You know, it could creep on some like the PlayStation Directs or Walmarts or whatever. But it just goes to show that we had the double whammy. We had in-store stock, so people who just were doing midnight releases, or even now, like I said, like there was a lot of people tweeting at me throughout today that stock was there. This is how like the launch day should have been. And also should have been like even maybe if they had to delay it for 2 months to make sure they could hoard up even more stock, that probably also would have helped out with scalpers, helped out with botters. But it kind of seems like as the supply chain issues are getting sorted and being organized, that everything is getting a little bit better. It's getting a little bit nicer. And I love this. I really, really do like this a lot. So I gotta give a big thumbs up and clap to them. And like I said, there's just been stock everywhere. GameStop was huge all throughout today. And like I said, it's probably gonna be worth checking throughout the rest of the week. They will probably still have stock. Target was a huge one, like huge one too as well. And people had a chance to see this in the early morning and on top of everything. I try my best to be on top of links and stuff. Like it's kind of hard to do obviously with videos, but people today were processing, they were getting orders. Some folks were literally just walking into Target stores, and some stores literally just had like, someone actually said that they had like 15 just total consoles on the shelves themselves in Target. Like when was the last time you guys have even like heard of people even mentioning that or discussing that or talking about that? Like it is one of the most like insanely big things to go and note. Like it's insane. I genuinely love this. Like this makes me want to go and cry. It's just such a good experience. So I gotta give it a thumbs up, man. I gotta be happy with this. I love this. I really do love seeing this. I love this. And the more consoles we see and the more stock we have a chance to go for and everything else, it's great. Like, this is just Sony kind of finally working its magic and finally, hopefully, working through its stock. Now, I keep on having the envision that maybe, like, early January, February, like, the stock might still be a little bit hard to get, but mostly maybe sorted, mostly kind of good, maybe, at the end of the day. And that's what I love to see. I love seeing the idea of stock. I love seeing the idea of movement. I love seeing the idea that most people won't be crying because they still haven't gotten their PlayStation 5 in such a long time. And I really think this is something that we should have and is needed. Like, we need to have this all sorted. We need to make sure this is all good. I love this. I really do love this. Just at the end of the day, it's really, really nice. So if you guys have not checked, obviously, check your GameStop stores. They got stock. Check your Targets. We saw so many leaks of like some places having like 85 plus consoles in their stores, and both disc and digitals. And I mean, that's great. And I want to say, I think the God of War bundles are actually like a good deal. I don't say like good deal, but I think they're also like saving like $10+ or so when it comes to stock with it. Like it's really genuinely nice to go and see. Like, I really do like this. I really do like this a lot. So, yeah, just at the end of the day, it's just good. Like, it really is a good vibe. Now, we have to make sure this maintains the next 3-4 months, especially, because the God of War bundles, I think everyone's looking for them. Everyone's searching for them. Everyone's trying to find them, which I think is awesome. I really do like that. It's awesome. But we still have to make sure that all the normal folks do. Like, if you're watching a YouTube video or Twitter, you're probably a little bit more in the know. We got to make sure, like, the random mom that's just asking Best Buy randomly because their kid wants it can also get their stock, too. But like I said, there's been other locations. Like, the Walmart drop was up for quite some time, and a lot of people had a chance to get some consoles. Best Buy was going and vibing really good. PlayStation Directs looked like they were all set, and it kind of like, this kind of reminds me almost of launch day, where there's just a lot of successes and a lot of folks getting stock, and it's just like a good vibe. Like for me, I've had a lot of really depressing comments recently in like the past year or so, where it's like, I can't find a console still. Why is it always out of stock? And especially when the botters and scalpers were such a prevalent thing too, that was just a big issue, man. Like no one wanted to deal with that. And this is why we always thought you want to have the mixture of both. Because as I mentioned, we're having stuff like in stores, like people are like, hey, oh my God, look at here, thank you GameStop. Like they're happy. They're happy in the first place. We're seeing like pictures and folks finally getting these and being hyped up. And once again, we just kept on seeing these up in GameStop. Like they're just doing great. Like they're literally in stores. Like you could still literally, maybe after watching this video too as well, we're good to go, man. We're good to go. I don't know, like I'm kind of rambling a little bit on this one, but there's places like there you can literally go right now. We'll remind you guys tomorrow morning, but it just is great. Like the checkout system, people aren't even believing this. Like there's literally comments where people are like, is this really what's going on? Is this really what's happening? Like, is this really good? Like at the end of the day, is this actually good? And I really do think so, man. I really do think so. I'm happy with it, man. I'm happy with it. I don't know. As I'm looking through this stuff, like as we're seeing Target pictures, we're seeing GameStop pictures, we're seeing Best Buy pictures. Walmart was still doing good, and they had their online drop that we knew about, and Walmart Plus drops. I think there's even more drops that are organized throughout the rest of the week too as well. I think with GameStop on like a separate complete drop, Amazon will still be trickling out all their Amazon PlayStation 5 God of War bundles too. I'm sure the PlayStation Direct, based on how they were with the Call of Duty bundles and everything else bundles, like I'm sure this will be phenomenal and great and awesome and just good. I love this. I love seeing this. This is a really good thing to see. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling over here, but it's kind of like we see a light at the end of the tunnel. I saw God of War gameplay and it was phenomenal and good. I saw everything else all tied on in, and it just makes me happy. It just makes me excited, and it just makes me realize that Sony's finally doing good. They're flooding the market with stock. People are able to actually get the stock, and we'll also have like a few day buffer too for the working mom or dad who has to literally work all day and they can't stand in line at 9 o'clock in the morning. As we're seeing all this stuff, it makes me ecstatic. It makes me happy, and it makes me just think that this is like good. Like we could finally start enjoying video games and start talking about video games. And I don't know. I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of rambling over here, but basically a lot of these retailers still have stock. You guys can check today, check tomorrow. We'll let you guys know more details, play tomorrow morning. And just, I'm happy to see that God of War is finally a good game, finally released, and these bundles are pretty much everywhere. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. There are the Amazon links down below. We have the Target links down below. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream and all those good things as well down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place.